I feel like I haven't seen you guys in a bit. It's always awkward to take a break and then come back. Let me know that you can hear me and see me, and we'll get started. I was having this really delicious, yummy, and really rich conversation with a private client. And as the call ended, I knew in my soul that that was the topic that I wanted to kind of move into here. And so this is going to be like a topic within many topics. It's going to be topics on top of topics. Hello, everyone. Okay, so what are we talking about today? We are talking about moving the goalpost and activating 100K months and so much more. I've got so much to say. This is what happens when I don't get come on and then I have like a bazillion things I want to say to you guys. Hi, Laura. Hello, everyone. So we do this thing oftentimes in our life, in our business, without even realizing it, where we fall into these rules or these patterns or these like collective consciousness things. And I've got a bazillion of these in my own life where I have had to overcome them. So this is the BS that I'm calling you out on, that I'm always calling myself out on. And so what is this BS? So let me give you an example. When I started my work, my work is really just following my soul's path. Like when I really started listening to my soul, there was always this part of me that would get locked into back into the paradigm of what everyone was saying and doing. And one of the things that was like very much a part of the collective consciousness was you only work, a couple of hours a day, and then you just like relax or you do other things, right? And so I was like, yes, like that's the goal, right? Like you only work a couple hours a day. And as I started pursuing that and doing that, it didn't start feeling right to me. There was a part of me that just wanted to do more. And I wanted to like go online more or live stream more or like post more or like email more or whatever the thing was. But then another part would be like, no, you already did 2 hours or you already did that one post and like that's all you get to do. And so I really started questioning this thing of like, where the hell are these rules coming from? And really the rule was coming from this masculine paradigm of like, you wake up and you go to work and your work is not your life. Your work is your work and you are compartmentalized like your life. Like that's what the masculine does, right? Like work doesn't touch relationships, relationships doesn't touch, spirituality. It's all different. None of it touches. And so I tried to live my life that way. And I just realized that I'm not a man and I am representing the divine feminine. And to me, saying that I can only work 2 hours a day is like saying you only get to be aligned with your soul for 2 hours a day, or your soul can only make one post. If you've got more to say, well, you better just shut up or like wait until Monday. And like, can you see what is like so wrong with that, right? So wrong with the fact that what if I feel like live streaming on all of my YouTube channels and emailing today and going on my Facebook? Who the hell says that I can't say it, right? It's like saying you can only send your friend one text message. I used to have this friend when I was a teenager and a young adult, and I was never allowed to leave her voice messages or call her more than once a week. It was just a really bizarre relationship. And she would call me whenever she felt like it, and she would leave me long voice messages, but I wasn't allowed to, right? So it like kind of feels like that, right? Like no, you're supposed to have a laptop lifestyle and you can only go online once and you can only work for this much time. And I get it. Like if you don't like what you do, or if that's all you want to work because you have other things to do, that's what you should do. But for some of us, we love, love, love what we do so much. We're literally living our soul's mission every single day. It's like oozing out of my pores. I cannot not do this. Like my soul will wither up and die if I'm like, if someone says you can't live stream anymore, you can't post, or you can't go and send an email, like I must. It's my soul's work. I desire it. I live for it. It's what gives my life juice and yumminess and deliciousness. Like that's why God created me, was to share this message, right? Then you realize, oh, there are no rules. The only rule is me tapping in, dropping in, and asking myself, what is the deepest hell yes desire of my soul? And how can I share it? That's it. The sharing is the cure. The sharing is the work. The showing up and saying the thing and sharing the message, that's life. And whether that means I share it on all my platforms all at the same time, or I share it from my bathtub, or I share it from my vacation. I remember when I posted a video on my other channel from Mexico, someone was like, why are you working on vacation? Because my entire life is my soul working. Like, that's my whole life, right? The reason I incarnated on this planet was so that my soul can live, right? That's why it chose to incarnate. So me going to vacation is my soul living. Me being in divine union is my soul living. Me making money is my soul living. Me live streaming from wherever I am on the planet is my soul living. Like, why on earth would I separate these things and act like, no, I am in the bathtub or I'm in Mexico and now I cannot live stream? So we are not men, okay? And I haven't created a life where anything is, where I'm doing anything that I hate. And because I love every ounce of my entire existence and being and all my relationships and my work and everything is so delicious, yes, I want to do all of it all the time. I do. Okay? It's like saying I only get to breathe sometimes. No, I get to breathe all the time. I get to breathe all the time. So this is me breathing. This is me showing up and saying, hi, hello, my soul just wants to do this thing here on life. And so all of it is just life. Okay? All of the bullshit rules must go. That was the old paradigm. You do not belong there anymore. That's why you see all this stuff happening on the planet where things are shifting so rapidly. We feel like our head is going to fly off, right? Like it's all happening so fast because we have outgrown the old paradigm, darling. We just can't. Like our soul just won't let us anymore. It just won't, right? I don't know where you are in your journey, but I know my soul's like, it's pushing back. It fights back now. It says, no, bitch, I'm going to do exactly what I want to do. It's like you have tried to control me enough and I am done with that, is what my soul says. Let me see what you guys are saying. I did get my little, my husband ordered me this like little cutie thing. I was like, I need a really, really thin, flat, light laptop so I can like see everyone's comments. And he got me this iPad situation with a keyboard. So this is going to be great. Let's see what you guys are saying. Hi, Tyra. Okay, let's see. Oh my God, I literally have been talking about working as a woman versus working as a man. This is so timely. Yes, and because we've had to always adapt to the masculine paradigm because they're the ones that created the work in paradigm, we have forgotten that that is not our way. It is not our nature. It's not the way that we work. We do not put things in separate boxes and compartments. All of it flows for us, okay? So yes, there are times where I'm sitting in another part of the world and a live stream message bubbles up and I will go live. I'm not going to be like, no, you are on vacation. No, I'm always on vacation. I'm on earth on vacation. This is the vacation. Okay. My soul was doing something else and then it said, oh, I'd like a vacation. And then it came on earth. So this is the whole thing. So just like on vacation, you get to do touristy things, you get to sit on the beach, you get to go eat, you get to go do whatever the hell you want. That's what I'm doing. The whole thing is a vacation. Let's see. Hi, Mina. I'm literally journaling on high value worthy woman as we speak. Thank you for all you do. Awesome, babe. I love that you're journaling. Yes, I have so many ideas throughout the day for my different businesses. I thought that I was doing too much and that should restrict myself, but I enjoy getting the ideas out. Exactly. That's like saying soul. Stop being soul. You're too souly, soul. Stop it. Like, no, like when you're in the flow, when you're in the quantum, the ideas will come fast. You got to buckle that shit up because it will be fast. And now someone who's like used to living in 2D reality because that's all they've had, they're going to be looking at you and be like, whoa, this woman is a force of nature. She's doing too much. She better relax. She better rest. But it's like, no, you better move out of my way. Okay, because I'm in the quantum. I'm not in your petty little 2D reality. I'm done with that. I move at the speed of light. So like get used to it, okay? Like get used to it. And so Sometimes we hear these things and, the old part of us gets a hold of us, or we hear messages and it's like we should be just laying on the beach. The truth is, I was laying on the beach in Mexico. And as I was laying on the beach was speaking to me, the water was singing to me, the birds were chirping, and all these messages. So I was pulling out my phone and I was like, let's share some stuff with my sisters. They need to be hearing this stuff. That's why I went to the beach, so that I can be in the quantum and hear all the messages, right? So why on earth I'm gonna be like, no, so you are on the freaking beach now and you don't get to share your message because this is beach time. Like, that doesn't make any sense. Okay, we're in quantum time. Time doesn't even exist here. We get to do whatever we want whenever we feel like it, because this whole thing is a vacation. Okay. I can definitely relate. Sometimes I start feeling like I'm doing too much and then force myself to slow down and start feeling so off. Yeah, I used to do that too. I would say to myself, you're doing too much, you're gonna burn out. And then I would rest and then I would actually burn out, because when I'm working, when I'm doing this, I'm actually resting. That's why it flows so naturally from me. I'm channeling this work, it's coming through me. So when I force myself to sit and like not do what my soul is here to do, right? It's like it's work. It takes effort, and all of a sudden I'm back in the 2D, and then it seems like I'm burning out because I'm like forcing myself to burn out because my soul can't hold on to the pose of not being what it is for too long without burning out. So we've got it all wrong. We've really just reversed it. We've really messed it up. That sounds like bliss. I love nature sounds. They speak. Yes, yes. Oh, Mina, I love it when you show up so fierce. I'm going back and forth between old feelings of powerlessness and new feelings of fierce power, ready to lock it in. Okay, so let's lock it in. So I titled this live stream, Move the Goalpost. So we have this paradigm that we are here and then we go there and then we're wobbly there and then we mess up and then we have container issues and then we self-sabotage and then we hold that pose and then we lock it in and then we go to the next thing, right? And that's all valid and it's good, and I did that for many years. But the truth is that we've been doing the work. We've been doing the inner work. We've been quantum leaping. We've got a few of those wobbly kind of moving linear leaps under our belt, like a few thousand, a few million, right? For some of us. But the truth is that we get to leap in bounds now. We get to quantum leap. We get to skip lots of steps now. And so what if you go to the next level and you don't do that old shit again? You don't do that old paradigm again. You don't do the wobbliness. You just move the goalpost. So one of the things that I've been doing that's been really life-changing for me is that once I get to a new level, even if it's 1 level, 2, 3, 4 levels ahead, 6 levels ahead, I'm like, okay, bitch, this isn't even the end goal, because I'm still breathing. Like, our soul hasn't left yet. There's still more vacation time. So yes, I'm here, and yes, I'm, in the old paradigm, I would have been wobbly and it would have taken me time, but like, fuck this shit. Like, I'm just moving the goalpost. What's next? Okay? Because even this feeling of like, okay, I have to be here and I have to be content and it takes a while and I need to make sure that I'm really getting it. I need to make sure I'm locking it in. On the quantum force, like in the quantum field, that can be happening in a whole different time paradigm where it's like, yeah, that's done, I've locked it in, and like, what's next? Like, where's the next level? And so you can do that entire process really, really quickly. For example, when I first started doing the 6-step process, which I've given you guys in the basic babe bundle, it would take me sometimes years to transmute certain things, then months, then weeks, then days, then hours. And now most things I can do really quickly in my mind, because time is not linear. That's human time. That's how we perceive time. In the way time really is in the quantum field, it's all happening at the same time, right? And so what if I just change my location in time and space and I quantum jump a few levels ahead where it's already been integrated, it's already done. I don't have to even stop here and wait here. I just get to fly to the next destination. It's like if you were on an airplane, and you were going from the United States to Japan and you were going to stop it, like, fly over, 100 different countries. I don't know how many countries it flies over, but let's just say it was 100. You wouldn't have to stop at every 100 country, right? Every country and be like, okay, we're here now and we're not on the way to Japan, but like we better just like hold the pose over here and like contain ourselves and like make sure. No, you would just like fly through until like you were there, right? And like that would be okay. And every once in a while you'd look out the window and you'd be like, yay, I can see some water, I can see some clouds or whatever, and you would be excited, but you wouldn't be like having a container issue midway, right? Like you would know that you're on the way to Japan and that you will land there, and that's okay. So what if you can be in it, be transcending, be moving, understanding that the divine feminine is always going to have more desires. Come on, let's just be honest. When I was a little girl, I would be like, God, just give me this one thing and then I won't ask for anything else. Ha. 41 years later, still asking for more stuff because I am a woman and I've got a bottomless pit black hole of desires, right? And that is okay. That is my nature. I am a woman, okay? My nature creates worlds. My desires create worlds, right? So of course I'm going to have more desires. So if I know I'm going to have more desires, then I know that this isn't the end, okay? I know that there's always going to be more. Okay, so some of you guys are sitting there saying, well, I want a better rotation, or I want 10K months. Screw 10K months, because here's the thing with 10K months. When you have 10K months, you're going to want 50K months. When you have 50K months, you're going to want 100K months, because it's never going to end. So if you know that it's never going to end and you're always going to want more, try moving the goalpost and skipping a few steps. Like, stop trying to think that you have to go in this linear way. Okay, so let me see what you guys are saying, and I want to make a quick announcement too. I have a very, very exciting announcement. I'm just like giddy and so excited. Okay, so you guys know I have been talking about freaking Hawaii forever and doing in-person intensives forever through the pandemic. So before the pandemic, I used to do in-person stuff like 3 or 4 times a year. It was just like my soul coming alive. I loved it. I would be on fire on these intensives, this in-person stuff. And then the friggin' pandemic happened and we had to stop. So anyways, you guys know on April 6th, I am going to Hawaii. We have 6 people signed up to come to the intensive with me there. But I also have my June intensive, which I have been dancing around and saying, I don't have dates, I don't have dates. I have dates. So it is called the Rich Babe 100K Months Mastermind. And it's going to be just quantum level stuff. So this is going to be for anyone just wanting to learn how to do that quantum level manifesting, whether it's in your business, in your love life, in your health. The truth is that when you apply this stuff to one area, it can't help but take all of you with you, because you cannot quantum jump and just be like, I can only quantum jump in my money. It has to, it's like saying I can only jump with my arm. No, the rest of your body has to go with you too, right? So it's the same way. So I was originally saying that I was going to have 20 to 25 people. I've actually changed my mind. I want to do a little bit something more intimate for this as well. So I'm going to cap it at probably 12 people max. So this is the first time I'm announcing it. Spots are very, very limited because I do want to just keep it really intimate. So I do have just one-on-one time with you guys and just like get to do it just really, really deliciously and intimately. So that's happening in June. And there is a option, so it's a 2-day event, 2-day mastermind, and there is an option to add a 3rd day, which is called my Rainmaker VIP day, and that you can upgrade to. So the link for this intensive is listed in the description box. It's also pinned to the chat. And when you sign up for this, you get not only the intensive in Honolulu, Hawaii, but you also get, ding, 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 here's my second announcement. You also get my delicious new program. So this is my new offering. This offering is online. It's bonused in with the Hawaii Intensive. It is called the 100K Months Activated. So this is the level after CEO Boss Queen. Yes. Yes, I have so many graduates of CEO Boss Queen, so many women in there that are now official millionaires, and they wanted the next level. They're like, now what? Like, what do we activate next? And so this program is my first ever deep dive soul sales training. I've never done anything on just sales, just like quantum sales stuff. I've had other business programs with various topics where I've talked about sales, but this is going to be where your soul and sales all gets to be this one divine unity, like this one thing. I'm so excited about this. I feel like this has been like bubbling inside of me. I've been pregnant with it for a really long time. So I was journaling on this last week. I was like, okay, God, like, how do I do it that everyone gets to sign up, right? What if someone can't come to Hawaii? What if, someone wants to come to the in person? So it came up in this beautiful package where if you can't make it to Hawaii, you can just sign up for the 100K months activated. And I'm doing a early bird women who decide price, which is $1,000 less than its original price. You will have lifetime access. Every time I relaunch this, every time I reteach it, every time I add new stuff, you will be grandmothered in. So this is a steal of a price for the level of work that I will be teaching in there. It's my highest level quantum stuff. So quantum jumping, quantum leaping, like everything is going to be in there. And if you want to add on the Rich Babe Honolulu Mastermind, it is a like no-brainer. Like I've just made it where it's just an irresistible offer. You can't help but do it. Then the 100K months activated is bonused in with you. Okay, so you get the Hawaii Mastermind, you get the 100K activated online, the digital intensive, which is happening in April. And then you also get a group Facebook chat. This Facebook chat is so that we have one for the Goddess of Riches Intensive 2, which is happening on April 6th, so that we can talk to each other about what we're wearing, what we're packing, what hotels we're staying in, like all the stuff. And then you can connect with the other women and build really hopefully lifelong bonds with these women. And that I will be keeping that chat active for 2 months after the intensive so that you can stay in that really high vibrational energy. You don't feel like, okay, we had this really soul altering, beautiful experience. And then like, where's everyone now? I'm back home and like, where's me now? Where are the girls, right? No, we get to stay connected. So both of those links are in the description box. I cannot tell you how freaking excited I am about this because I can just feel something really big and powerful like brewing inside of me. And I know that it's been really coming through for my clients as well and my students. Like there's something really big happening. I warned you guys. Did I not say 2022 was going to be so much bigger than we can imagine, that it was going to blow our mind? Did I not say that? Like, I feel it. Like, I feel like I'm a new person waking up every day. And I was literally on a coaching call. My client was like, I feel like I'm a new person waking up every day. I'm like, me too, girl, me too. It's happening fast. Okay. Let me see what you guys are saying. Yummy, Mina. This sounds so delicious. I read about it. Hearing you share it feels so divinely activating. Feeling your joy and excitement is intoxicating. Awesome, babe. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, now that is something I'm going to have to work on, holding the pose. I've been really focused on getting 100K months. Change the goalpost then. If 100K months seems like you have to focus on it or it's the next thing, how does 100K months sounds? And this is really a big thing that I'm giving you guys, because there have been many times where I was set on a goal and it seemed far away or it seemed like a stretch, and then it wasn't happening, and I moved the goalpost and I like overshot the goal, and then I went even bigger than that goal. And I almost see it as God saying, that's what you want, like there's so much more, I have more for you, right? But I was like almost like tying God's hand behind its back by like tying Source's hands by saying, no, it has to be this. And so I do this often now. I'm like, you know what, yeah, this, but like once I get there, I'm gonna want more. So like, let me just overshoot the goal anyways. Is the mic better now? I just ordered a new mic for my iPhone, by the way. It's coming in the mail tonight, so hopefully it'll be better. Someone said that the microphone was distorted. Can you guys let me know that you can hear me now? Okay, perfect. Thank you. Yes, I feel something big happening as well. Yes, it's definitely in the quantum field. I think it's meant for all of us. And for those of us that have been doing our inner work for a while, like we're really touched in, we're tuned in, we're listening, we hear it loud and clear. So I saw a really interesting comment that I want to address and I can't find it now. You're such a goddess. Can we go back to what you said before about how we don't have to turn off our creation process? I've been in a gorgeous creative state over the past month, bringing new businesses to life, but I went to get a massage the other day and I couldn't turn my mind off. So I love this question. That was the question. Funny how I lost that question, read another question, and it led to that question. Okay, I love it when it's just like quantumly aligned. Okay, what if getting the massage was when you're supposed to be listening to the thoughts and letting them be there? What if you're not supposed to turn off your mind? What if you're not supposed to do anything you're not supposed to do, right? You're supposed to just let it be. So I have moments, I have to get my weekly 90-minute massage. You guys know I'm obsessed with it. It is my life. So like I go for my massage and there's times where I'm like getting a massage and I feel like I'm just like floating in space. Like it's just like I'm not even there. And then there's times where I'm there and my mind is going and I'm like, oh, hi, mind. And I listen to my mind and then I float off into space, right? But there's never a time where I'm doing something or being something and I'm like, you can't do this. You can't be this. You must turn this off. You can't. Because all of me is acceptable. All of me is okay. And so, whatever is happening, whatever is coming up, whatever thoughts, what if you just became the observer and let the whole experience be okay? Okay, because who says that you have to turn off your mind in the massage? Sometimes it happens naturally, and other times I listen to my mind and then get there. But who says that it has to be this one way? Yes, just enjoyed a 90-minute massage, divine downloads today. Awesome. Yes, and sometimes our divine downloads come from the mind, and that's okay. Okay? Sometimes it's an internal knowing, sometimes it's a whisper, sometimes it's from the mind. So let it all be okay. It's all speaking to you all the time. Brilliant. Yes, yes, yes. Perfect response. Thank you. Awesome. Okay, let me see. Any questions about the Rich Babe Mastermind in Honolulu or the 100K months activated? The 100K months early bird price ends this weekend. So if this is calling out to you, there is a payment plan, but the early bird special will be ending this weekend because I like to reward women who decide. You guys know I'm a woman who decides, so I like to always reward women that decide. Let it all be okay. That's my mantra. Yes, yes. Mina, you were in my dream cheering me on and dancing. I love that. Oh my goodness. How hilarious is that? I love it. Shoot for the stars. If you fall short, at least you will land on the moon. Yes, because most of us are still dreaming too small. We're still like undermining ourselves. We're still not believing in ourselves. So, absolutely. Yes, the version of us that already has the thing is there. We just have to meet her. Exactly. Exactly. Oh my God, this is straight from heaven and answers the prayer during my walk today. Love you. Oh my God, I love when it's just so aligned, right? So one of my clients, I was talking to her on the call just before this live stream. Wasn't I just saying this to you? I won't say your name, but if you wanna answer that in the chat, you can. I was just saying to her that the thing that is on our heart to say, the thing that we must say, we often second guess it, but the thing that we must say, it's a co-creation. We didn't just get that message, someone else asked for that message. And so when I come and I just say that thing and I don't get in my head and I'm not like second guessing it and I'm not like, but I already said this yesterday or I can't say this again. If I just shut up that part of me and just say it. So many of my people, so many, like, oh my God, that's exactly the message I needed to hear. Because we co-created the damn thing. Because I'm not getting the download just for me. The download is coming because someone else asked for it. And I was the least resisting party, right? Like I was the easiest way to get it through. Okay. Which course would you advise for female communication? So I have an entire course on communication called the Couture Coaching Codes. It is for coaches as well, but it's my communication course. It's linked in the description box of this. Yes, definitely confirmation on what we were talking about. Just say it. Maybe it's for me. Maybe it's for someone else. It's not for me to figure out. Exactly. Exactly. Let me see what you guys are saying. So Mina, we should be aiming higher for the amount we want to call in. How do we know how far to aim? Well, I know that even $1 billion a month is not something that's huge for Source, right? Like there are people out there that are probably making $1 billion a month, right? But from where I am right now, that seems like, whoa, almost unbelievable. Like, how is it possible? So then come down to $1 million a month. Well, truth is that I'm halfway there already. Not almost, I'm halfway there to $1 million a month. So like that seems doable, right? So then I'm not gonna sit here and say, okay, well now I'm gonna get to 600K months because I'm already at the halfway mark. So the one that doesn't even, right? So I'm just gonna skip there, knowing that it may appear to be happening linear because we're having this very human experience, but it doesn't have to be. And I skip steps so often now. But here's the thing, I allow myself to skip steps. I wasn't skipping steps when I was like, no, the next thing has to just be the next step, the next logical thing, the next thing that's like, oh my God, yeah, of course that's happening. But that's not quantum leaping. That's just regular manifesting, right? Quantum leaping is where you're really just saying, hey, yes, I have the option of going quantum or have the option of going next level, but like, that's just duh, right? Like, of course that's going to happen. What if I just skipped a step and just went to the bigger thing? But it has to be something that's at least believable for you. Like, can you know, okay, if you're at 100K months, let me just ask you this. If you're at 10K months, well, the truth is, if you get to 10K months, of course you're going to get to 15K months, like duh, right? And then 20K months, like of course, right? 30, yes, right? So like, what's the point where you're like, obvious, 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 and then you get to a point where it's like slightly on the edge of obvious, okay? When you're slightly on the edge of obvious, when you're like, I know I can do it, but like it seems very much like a little bit of a stretch right now, that's the right one for you. I'm still trying to figure out how to use this new tablet. Sorry if I'm like fiddling around, but I need to like figure out how to use this. And the best way to figure it out is to just do it. I can't figure out how to block people. I'm like the queen of blocking people. One little thing, bye, you're gone. But I can't figure out how to do it on this tablet. I will find you afterwards and I will block you because you don't deserve to be among us. If you're not in the vibe, you don't get to be here, babe. It's kind of funny. I will figure it out. Let me see if I can do it on here. Uh, okay. I'm just gonna let it go, find the commenter later and block. Okay. I have missed seeing your new videos the past few days. When I started binge watching your videos, I already watched. You're like a friend I have not met yet. LOL. Thanks for your videos. Awesome, babe. And now that we're doing in persons, that will probably not be long, right? We will be meeting soon. I really miss the in-person stuff. I really, really, really get to enjoy it. Used to enjoy that. Okay, so the most I've made a month was 7,000. I've been trying to call in 10,000 months, so now I'm going to skip to 20, and then the 10 will be like this. Yeah, sometimes we get, like, to me, if you're already making 7, like 10 isn't even a stretch. Like, it's a duh. And if it's a duh, like, it's like, why are you making a big deal out of a duh? 20 sounds more like, okay, like now we're talking, right? And you could even probably skip even more. Oh, I figured it out. Awesome. Bye, bitch. Okay, let's see what else you guys are saying. Oh, hi from Nigeria. Hey, babe. Someone says they're from Nigeria. Hey. My dreams have been confirming that my life of luxury is here. Yes. Yes, you get to have that now. We don't have to wait. Will you share about the Femme Fortune container course? I've been eyeing it and would love to know more about it. Yes. Oh my God. I am going to be doing an additional training in the Femme Fortune for those of you guys that have it in probably in May, maybe even in April. But I have a new like level that I've been wanting to add to that. So the Femme Fortune is my container course. And so that really talks about how we kind of skim at the surface of a lot of our manifestations. Like we get things and we like receive them, but like barely. We don't let it seep in. And that's when we're more likely to create those sabotages, the container issues, the like, I don't get to have it, or like, it's like the example is having a wonderful wardrobe but saving it for special occasions, or going to a beautiful high-end vacation or dinner and then picking up a fight with someone, right? Like I see things like that all the time. I used to do things like that all the time. So it's like I have it, but not really. Or the relationship shows up and then you get sick. Or the money shows up and then the relationship ends. So it's really taking a look at all of that stuff and saying what is really going on, like what in me has to expand to be able to hold this next level, because the truth is your next level isn't even your next level. Like you're gonna want more. There's always going to be another next level. So the quicker and faster you can learn to take on that container, so it's not like, you know, sabotaging, it's overflowing from your pores in a healthy way, the more easily you can move on to the next level. So really it's one of my favorite courses. I absolutely love it. And it is a really good time to join right now because I am going to be adding a new live session to it. I've got so much more to say on this topic, take you guys deeper into that work. Mina, I wanted you to do a high level mastermind, and how amazing that you just announced that. See, I'm telling you guys, it's always a co-creation. She called it in and then I had the idea. Of course. I missed the first part of your life, but can you highlight what you get in this amazing mastermind? Awesome, babe. So there is two ways to join this mastermind. There is a or you can do both too. So there is a in-person, and the in-person is called Rich Babe 100K Months Mastermind, and it's happening in Honolulu, Hawaii on June 3rd, 6th, and 7th. So the 3rd is a bonus day. It's a VIP day called Rainmaker. With this mastermind, you get the 6th and the 7th. And where we're going to be there, we're going to be together all day, you know, so you get lunch, dinner, talking, masterminding, trainings, all of that stuff. Then you also get a Facebook group before the intensive starts, because we want to be talking about packing and flights and all that wonderful stuff that women like to discuss before we go on trips, right? And then that Facebook chat, it's a Facebook chat, not a group. I don't know what I said before. That stays open 2 months after the mastermind, because I want you guys to be able to continue talking to each other, connecting with each other. Also, with this mastermind, you get my latest offering. This is a digital offering. It's online. It's called 100K Months Activated. And this is going to be 6 weeks online. It's going to be a really deep dive into living in the quantum forever. So it's not like I go into the quantum field sometimes. I know most of us go there sometimes, right? What if you could live there all the time, right? That's where my life is right now, where I'm like, 2D is for peasants. We are not going back. I'm living in the quantum forever, right? That's where I want to take you guys. That's the next level. So you can join just the online version by itself. And since today's the first day I'm launching it, there is a Women Who Decide early bird special price that ends on the weekend. Okay, let me say a little bit more. Let's say that you join the 100K Months Activated online, And then closer to Hawaii, you're like, oh my God, I want to go to Hawaii. You can upgrade as long as there is a spot available. Okay. So I'm limiting the mastermind to 12 people. I don't want, I know that initially I was saying previously this is going to be a larger intensive. I want to keep it so that we're really interactive. We can talk to each other. We know everyone's name, and keep it just really intimate. So it's going to be max 12 people. Okay. But for the people doing the Rich Babe Mastermind in Honolulu, you get the 100K months activated. It's included for you. Now, every time I relaunch this, you guys know how I roll. Every time I relaunch this, which this is my biggest offering, I'm going to be relaunching it often, you get grandmothered in. So all future live sessions, you're already in. That's why I'm like giving it away at this price, because you get, as I keep growing, as I, like even in the CEO Boss Queen, the girls that are there, we're doing live trainings in it next week. The people that signed up years ago are still coming to that because I want to grow with you. I'm growing. I want to see you growing, and I want you to be an example for the new students. So you have it for life. That's what I love about the way that I run my courses. 2D is for peasants, next level savage Mina. Absolutely. And we all get to go there with. Hey Claire. Hey babe, I've been thinking about you. You have been on my mind, girl. How you doing? Yes, are there any intensives located in Europe? So I am looking into doing intensives for Europe. We're still planning those. It's something that I don't have dates for, so I rather just focus on right now the things that I have date for. I had so many people email me when I mentioned the Lisbon intensive, and then when I spoke to my husband, we realized we weren't sure if we're going to that wedding or not. He wasn't sure. It's his family's wedding, so I'm like, if he's not sure, I gotta wait on that. So there will definitely be intensives in Europe. But again, I want you guys to go out of your comfort zone a little bit, okay? So meet me in Hawaii, right? We don't always want to go to the closest thing. We want to go to the thing that stretches us. I envision myself in the quantum field and seeing my most up-level self and hugging her after she recognized me. It was beautiful and emotional. Beautiful, Tyra. That's deep. I love that. Hi, Mina. You're amazing. I have trouble with knowing what to do for business. I started 2 businesses, not from my heart. That's why. Do you have advice to start a business that is aligned for me? Yes. My advice is don't start a business. Do what your soul wants to do and let it lead to a natural business. I never started a business. And you might be saying, but Mina, you own the Universe Grew LLC. Yes, but I never started a business. I started a blog. And then that led to a YouTube channel. And then that led to people saying, hey, you should be a life coach. And then I was like, okay, well, I'll just coach people, right? And then one day my husband came home after work and he was like, I started an LLC for the Universe Group. And I was like, oh, do we need it? He's like, yes. I'm like, okay, that's literally how it happened. To this day, I'm not like, I'm working a business. No, because my soul, my business is my soul. I literally just wake up and say whatever the hell my soul wants to say to whoever will listen. I don't chase anyone. I go on YouTube, I go on Facebook. I recently signed up for Instagram and I just say what my soul wants to say. I don't give a damn about the business. Okay. And then during my live streams, I mention the thing that my soul wants to do after the live stream, the courses, the coaching, the mastermind, right? But I'm not running a business. I'm running my soul. Don't like we are women, we don't do things so like strategy. And yes, at the end of the day, if I was ever in a situation where I had to like earn money or like start a business, could I go into my masculine and do it? Yeah. I could. I've done that before. I used to be a single mom. I've done the things, right? But my soul will start withering away if I force myself to do it. I can only do it for a little time because my soul is like, no, we're here to do us. Okay. And so turns out when my soul is just doing its own thing, I earn so much more than what I could ever have made in a job or doing any kind of business that I wasn't aligned to. So stop trying to do a business and do your soul. Okay, let me see what you guys are saying. How about you coming to India for intensives? Hi, Anu. Asia will probably be the last place I go, and only because I get very sick when I go to Asia, and that's something I'm trying to manifest myself out of. And so, even when I went to Dubai, I got so sick, like hospitalized sick, kind of. That's what happens to me. So I have to wait to hold that container and like be able to manifest myself out of it. But if I ever, yeah, then I will. But here's the thing: why wait for me to come to your place? How will that expand you to be like, oh, Mina came to me and like I get to stay where I'm at and just do this thing? Will that really expand you? Or will it expand you more to get on a plane, be nervous, fly somewhere, rent a hotel, get a car, do all the things that scare you? Will that expand you more? Right? Going to a new place, being in a new paradigm, opening up a new portal with new energies expands you so much more than like waiting for someone to come to you, right? Oh, thank you, Uni. That is Alina's favorite unicorns, like her little unicorn doll's name, so I love that. Mina, is it better to have an LLC or be a sole proprietor? See, these are the kind of things where the answer is it depends on you. What is better for you? There is no ultimate better. There's no ultimate right. There's no ultimate wrong. There is no like this thing is right and this thing is wrong for all human beings. We must all turn to robots and we must all do the right thing. It just depends. You are my goal. Curious how you found time to read, learn, start a business when your kids were younger at home. You have said that time is not real, but don't know how to apply that in my life. So, time is not real. It is a perception in the human consciousness. So, you're not asking me, Mina, how do you have time to brush your teeth and shower and do your makeup? Because you are assuming that that's just something that everyone has time for, because in your mind you have certain non-negotiables that you just have allotted time for just thinking. No one says, how do you have time to breathe so many times a day? Because we all have just allotted time to breathe, right? So it's just a perception, right? These are my non-negotiables. Me doing my soul's work is me being a parent. It is me being a wife. It is me being Mina. It is me being me. So I believe I would be a horrible mother. And what an example would I set with my kids if my soul was dead, right? Like what kind of mother would I be, right? So to me, the only definition of being a mother is who is my soul and how am I expressing it today? To me, the only definition of being a wife is where is Mina, right? Where is my soul? So that's the only thing. That's my non-negotiable. Anything else is like it's not even worth doing or living if my soul isn't aligned. So that's how I found time to do it. Hi Mina, this video came at the right time. Oops, I think the message was deleted. Hi Mina, the video came at the right time. I want to start a business and I have the skills and ability to do well at it, but I'm not really passionate about it. Yeah, don't start a business. Just do what you want to do today. Don't start a business. Have the intention of aligning with your soul, and if a business is supposed to be birthed from you, it will start itself. I did not start a business. I just found my soul. How do you find out what you enjoy? I work in healthcare, so could run my own clinic. I'd rather be more creative and feminine though. So how you find out is what you enjoy is wake up when you're doing things. So become aware. So when you're cooking, become aware. When you're walking, become aware. When you're sitting, become aware. When you're laying down, become aware. When you're doing any activity, brushing your teeth, showering, be aware, and you will start noticing what direction your heart naturally moves towards and what things your heart naturally moves away from. But it has to be awareness in all things. When you're aware all the time, it becomes really clear that every single thing is always seeking you and speaking to you and pointing you in the right direction. So when you become aware, it will lead you there. Okay. Oftentimes we're so trained in the masculine paradigm to put the cart before the horse, to like figure it all out. There's nothing to figure out. Just become aware and your heart will guide you there. I was just journaling on how I can stay in the quantum field longer. Totally been feeling that 2D is for peasants. It is. I think we've all outgrown it. I think what's happening is all of our quantum selves are, it's like kind of like nudging us, calling us forward. And like we're quickly feeling very uneasy and like something is wrong because the 2D is something we've really outgrown and we're still, some of us are still stuck there. So it just feels really uncomfortable, right? Like it's like coming down on us. Think about it, like if you are a multi-dimensional being and someone squashed you in a 2D reality, you would feel off too. Where does self-discipline come into play in this glorious approach to life? It seems I seem to go back and forth from full on flow, which seems to rest and sleep, but I feel better with discipline, but not too much. So discipline your energy. Okay, so when you are disciplined in your energy, then you're always listening to that communication. So it's like you're, I still am in some ways, but I have not been the easiest person to teach driving or directions. I think I was not meant for this 3D reality, and so sometimes I get directionally challenged in this reality. And so my dad used to like get out of the car and be like you know, guiding me in parking and things, right? That's really what discipline is. It's like when you are energetically disciplined, that just means you're listening all the time. And so when my energy says take a nap, I take a nap. When my energy says go live stream, I go live stream. When my energy says, you know, go on vacation, I go on vacation. Like I just follow that breadcrumb or that trail. And so the only discipline I have is energy. Now my life looks very disciplined to people in 2D reality because the funny thing is that discipline comes from the 2D reality, although people are not very disciplined in the 2D reality. So from someone looking from outside, they might be saying, but Mina, you've been working out for 8 years. So you're very disciplined. Yes, but every day that I work out, my soul wants to do it. And so I keep doing it. And in the human experience, you call it, Mina, you've been working out for 8 years and you see it as discipline. But really, it's just me saying, I need to move my body. Go move your body. Okay. So that's how it happens. When my soul says read a book, I read a book. And then you might be saying, well, Mina, you've been reading since you were 7. Yeah, but my soul just wants to do that. Right. So in human years, it accumulates, but the soul has certain energetic programming, it has certain resonance, it knows what it needs to do to have the best vacation here on this planet, to have the best life experience, and it's always just guiding me. Yes, from the human perspective, it looks like discipline, but the main discipline is listening. It's energetic discipline. Mina, would this course be good for someone who doesn't have a business? I feel like that's a trick question and you already know the answer because you freaking have all my courses. Because you know that one of the great amazing things about my courses is that they change you in all areas of your life. So you know the answer to that. Like, I can't even believe you're asking me. You've even been to my in-person intensive in my freaking house where they started off. So you know the answer to that. You know it's not about the business. Okay, like my money course changes your relationships. The relationship course changes your money relationship. Because here's the big secret. Okay, people like flavors, and so I give different flavors. But let me tell you the biggest secret to all of my courses. Okay, here it is. Listen up. They all work for all areas of your life because you are one whole being. Okay, you are not like this part is business and this part is relationship and this part is health and this part is money and none of it can touch each other. No, no, darling, you are the divine feminine. You are flow. You are the tsunami and the ocean and the cosmos and the mysteries and the depth and the darkness. You're everything. So it's all connected. You cannot jump with just your arm. I can't be like, I'm gonna jump 2 feet, but only with this right arm. No, like all of it, all of me has to go with. That's how inner work is, and that's how my programs are. So you know the answer to that, babe. Mina, will you be doing more rich girl vlogs? I love rewatching your Cartier one last night. Love it. Yeah, girl, yes. I'm gonna be shopping in Hawaii and Paris and all kinds of places this year. So yes, more coming. You know it. I'm going to be doing my intensive vlogging, like lots of stuff. But those of you guys that are coming, don't worry. I would never, ever, ever put anyone on camera that did not want it to be there, or anyone that I would never reveal the names of my clients or anything like that. Unless my clients reveal it themselves, I would never. So don't worry. Like, I'm not going to put my people in there unless they want to, but I will be vlogging. You're right. Love you, Mina. After the CEO Boss Queen, I dropped 13 pounds in 2 weeks. Girl, you already know the freaking answer. You know how I roll, okay? I am not a compartment, and I know you're not a compartment, right? So you can't grow in one area without like the other areas. We don't work that way. Would you ever do a course on healing your body image? All of my courses are on healing your body image. It's all healing the whole thing, the entire divine feminine paradigm, the whole thing. All of it is the same thing. Mina, how to overcome loss a lot of weight and how, okay, so that's not what we're talking about, ladies, right now. Let's stick to the topic. I know when we talk about money, people love talking about things other than money and business and growth and all of that stuff, because women have this paradigm where we've always handed money and like money responsibilities to the masculine, but really it's time that we come back to reality. Okay, yes, the masculine gets to provide, but we also get to have money. Okay, we also get to have money. I love playing with the big girls who are at the levels I want to be, girl. Yes, yes, yes. It's the only way to play. Any other questions coming up before I let you guys go about the Rich Babe Mastermind? 100K months activated. Remember that the 100K months activated early bird price ends in 4 days. Let me see what you guys are saying. Any other questions coming up about that? About Hawaii? We have 6 people for April 6th, the Riches of Goddess, super intimate mastermind. That's going to be probably about 7-8 hours total. We're going to do a mastermind, then we're going to go to a really amazing dinner where we get to continue the conversation, keep talking about money, wealth, quantum leaping. I'm super, super, super excited about that. The thing that I love about it is that I'm having it at like my dream high-end hotel, where like it's just my dream hotel. And because I'm having it there, it was not a requirement. You guys can stay anywhere you want to, just join me for the intensive. But a couple of the people that are attending, they're like, it stretched us and forced us to also stay there. We've never stayed at a high-end place like that. But we were like, if Mina's staying there, I'm staying there. And they booked it. And I'm like, they're already expanding their container before we've even gotten there. Do you see how this works when you hang out with big girls? Like, it expands all of us. Like, us receiving is in divine service. Me having more money, me playing bigger, me taking bigger and bigger leaps is quantum service, right? Like, you're expanding now. So I love that. I'm super excited about it. Mina, when you teach about business, are you referring to spiritual business only, or masculine businesses such as software still apply to your teachings? So think of it this way. It's like saying, when you talk about your baby, are you talking about the sperm or the egg? You're talking about the baby, the whole thing. So every single business on this planet, I don't care what business it is, every single business on this planet has 2 things: the masculine and the feminine, both. If there's any business that only has the feminine, it will not be a business. The definition of a business is, well, it will not be a profit-making business. It will not be earning any money. If there is a business with only the masculine and no feminine, it will not be earning any money. It cannot exist. It will fail to. It's like saying, I'm going to make a baby with only a sperm, or I'm going to make a baby with only an egg. It does not work that way. So when I talk about spiritual aspects of business, that's the feminine. That's the offering part, right? So I hope that answers the question. There is no such thing as a business without one or the other. You need both, just like with a baby, with any creation. Mina, you've helped me manifest less hours at my job and more hours teaching language classes. It's so good. Now I have even restarted my therapy coaching business and now have 5 clients. Thank you. Awesome, Ren! Girl, I'm so proud of you. Hey, super happy. My 8-year-old son just told me to go to Hawaii because Mina said I can go. Girl, yes. That's so funny. You just reminded me. My daughter was like, Mom, you need to have an intensive for moms and daughters. And I was like, that is such a genius idea. And the funny thing is that one of my followers or students or someone had just said something similar in one of the comments. And then she said it randomly. And I'm like, is that a sign or what? Right? I'm like, that would be amazing. So in the April 6th intensive, and we might do this, let me know if you guys want to do this in the Rich Babe Mastermind too in Hawaii. We're gonna do this this is the most powerful sisterhood healing technique ever. It's the most powerful thing on this planet. It like heals you on your core. And when a woman does it with another woman, oh my God, it is like earth shattering. So we're gonna be doing this. I'm getting chills. Sorry, I get chills every time I think about this. We're gonna be doing this on April 6th with each other. It's really, really powerful. And I just, every chance I get, I'm like, we gotta do it. It just, I mean, I honestly believe it changes the, like, even the past, like 7 generations forward, past, and in every direction of time and space. It's just so powerful. So we're gonna do this live in person. The thing is that I've only done these online. I've never even done it in person, and I'm just shaking to my core thinking how it's gonna feel in person to be doing it like with that energy with another. Oh my God. I'm like, I get emotional and just like chills every time I think about it. So that's happening on April 6th. And when my daughter was like, Mom, you need to have a mother-daughter intensive, I was like, what if moms and daughters, like, I feel like the earth will shake if a mother and a daughter did this exercise together. So I was like, yes, yes, that speaks to my soul, right? Is that a business? Do you see the difference? It's like, no, that's my fucking soul, okay? Now my daughter is coming out with business ideas. Like, what part of Hawaii will it take place in? It's gonna be in Honolulu, babe. So on Waikiki, like Waikiki Beach area. Mina, can you talk a little bit about what in-person mastermind is like and what one could expect? Is it similar to your online courses just in real life? So yes and no. The yes is yes. Wherever you meet me, you see me, right? And I think you and I were talking about that on the phone. How you see me on YouTube is how I am at Costco and how I am in person and how I'm in my courses, right? Like I just bring all of me to everything that I do. However, the in-person energetic experience cannot be compared to anything that you do online. And I wish that that wasn't true because I know through the pandemic, we've had to make do. But the truth is, if I'm being really, really honest with you, touching someone in like their full dimension and like seeing their overflow and crying together. And for those of you guys that have been to my in-person, chime in, please help her understand that it's the quickest way to heal, to transcend, to transmute, to alchemize, to embody something. Were those all E's? No, they were not, but you get the picture. Is to have a full-bodied experience where all of you gets to be there. And you can only do that in person, right? Because we don't have the technology yet to be able to like see someone's 3-dimensional tear, right? Like when we do this work and we get emotional and we cry together and hold each other's hands and eat a meal together and show each other the thing that we bought last night, right? Like, you can only do that in person. And that's why my soul has been craving it. You have no idea how much I've been craving this and wanting this. Yeah, I just been really craving this in person. I'm so ready. So does that answer your question? I don't know if I sidetracked or if I answered your question, but let me know if that answers your question, babe. Start living in dreams rather than old memories, my mantra lately. I love that. That's deep. Love that. You're in the quantum. You're already in it. I love how you have a channel dedicated to money. Yes. Yes, of course. We must. We must talk about this topic. Yes, I think I think the mother-daughter thing, it's like it's been calling, right? Like it's yes. And I think it would be fun to have mothers and daughters of all ages. I think that would just make it even more vibrant. Alina would love that. I think that one's like it's brewing out of me. It'll be coming up soon. Okay, great. Thank you so much. So ladies, any other questions about these two masterminds? In the Rich Babe Mastermind, you get the other one included, but you can also buy the other one separate if you, for whatever reason, can't make it to Hawaii. But I'm gonna say maybe you can. Maybe you can. Up until a few months ago, I thought I couldn't do this yet because the pandemic wasn't over yet, because blah, blah. And then I just decided that I just get to do it. And then it just seemed like a no-brainer. And I was like, duh, what was I waiting for, right? So it's just what we decide and what we believe. I don't want to work for money anymore. Girl, yes, money needs to be working for you. Okay? Money worships goddesses. Let me just say that. Yes, the energy of Hawaii is just there. It's like entering a different portal. Like it doesn't feel like you're still on earth. It just feels so different energetically. Like I just have a really deep resonance with it. It's like really, really like, I just feel so good and alive there. Awesome, babes. Okay, I'll give you guys another second to ask any other questions about the two masterminds. Remember that for the Rich Babe Mastermind, there is also a pre-launch price for that. It's not a pre-launch, an early bird special. So that one goes away. I believe there's 10 days left for that one, or before spots sell out. Because remember, spots are limited for in person. So if you go to the sales page and it says that you can't purchase it anymore, or it says sold out, then the spots are gone. So make sure that if this is calling out to you, reserve your spot. You're entering the womb of a goddess going to Hawaii. That's why it feels so wonderful. Yes, yes, it just feels so good. I have your crystalline course creation, have made a course, but don't know how to get it out to people, no followers, want to let the universe deal with the how, but feel I need to do my part. So sit every single day, put your hand on your heart and say, what feels really delicious right now? It doesn't even, don't even say what feels really delicious right now for my business. Don't say that. What feels really aligned right now to sell this course? No. What feels really delicious right now? What must I do? What does my soul just want to do? Even if it's scary, even if it doesn't make sense, do that thing. Follow the divine breadcrumbs there. Okay, remember I never started my YouTube channel to launch a course. I didn't even know about courses. I thought courses were at university. I didn't know about online courses, right? But my soul just said, start a blog and then start a YouTube channel. And then it just led me there. Okay, so you have the thing now. So do the thing that you want to do. How do you want to share your message? What is the message of the course, right? Do people need to hear this message? I'm assuming if you created a whole course that people really need to hear this message. So like talk to people about your message. Where are the people, right? Are they on Facebook? Are they at Whole Foods? Are they hanging out at yoga? Like share the thing that's on your heart. That will always lead you there. For the mastermind, the VIP day would be June 8th. So the VIP day will be happening before the other 2 days. Yes, I purposely wanted to do it that way because I'm like, let's start with the VIP day. So VIP day is June 3rd, and then 6th and 7th is the regular, the Rich Babe Mastermind. You can add on the VIP day. So the VIP day will only be like 3 or 4 people. It's going to be like a very small, intimate group of an extra day. My friend noticed how I'm so different about work. I'm just not overworking anymore. There's no need. Money will come. Yes. Yes. If money only came through hard work, then wouldn't all the teachers be like billionaires, right? Like nurses would be billionaires? No, but they're not. So obviously, this whole thing with like hard work equals money needs to be uncoupled. Okay, looking at flights now. Girl, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. All right, babes. So I will let you guys go. And if you have any other questions, you can post them in the chat. If you have more intimate questions about the mastermind or about the course, you can email my team at theuniverseguru@gmail.com. All right, babes. I'll let you guys go. Bye.